We're here talking about Air Force bandwidth congestion. And Dave, first of all, tell me, what major network challenges do you see facing the Air Force today?
The Air Force is in a process of converting to an Air Force network. That means that they're going to have 16 interface points with the Department of Defense Global Information Grid, or the NIPRNet. There's going to be a huge amount of traffic flowing through the 16 points. In addition to that, the Department of Defense recently authorized the use of social network and media. What that will do is further exacerbate the problem by increasing the flow between the users of Facebook and Twitter and applications like that. So the amount of data flowing through the network is going to increase dramatically. A second problem coupled with that is the fact that all that information has to be analyzed from an information protect point of view. In other words, that data has to be analyzed to determine that the right information is flowing through, none of the wrong information is flowing through, and that the Department of Defense and the Department of the Air Force is protected. That's going to require a lot of work, and it's going to create significant challenges for the Air Force.
Well, it seems as if there's a lot of bandwidth congestion. I mean, what are you recommending to your customers as a solution to that issue?
Merlin's been working this for a number of months, putting together a solution that incorporates riverbed, WAN, wide area network optimization, as well as NetApp storage. What we're analyzing, or what we've determined is that we can eliminate the information flow through the network because these products allow us to identify information that has previously flowed through the network. For example, an email. You send an email from your computer, you're sending it to 10 computers. The way the riverbed works is that it'll look at that email, send it to the first person, and each of the nodes, say the people that you're sending it to are outside of the Air Force, so it flows through multiple nodes. But once it's gone through a node, the node is smart enough to know that when it goes to the second node, the first node can say, I've already seen that traffic, don't send the entire traffic again, only send a pointer.
So now that the solution is in place, what kind of efficiencies do you see in bandwidth utilization?
Riverbed has measured improvements in a neighborhood of 3 to 5%. In some cases, it's much higher than that. Now, let me be clear. When we're talking about information flow, there's information flow of new material. If I have a UAV, an aircraft, a Predator aircraft sending video, each bit of that is a brand new bit, so that won't have any compression at all. If, on the other hand, I'm sending a weather graphic, and I'm sending that weather graphic to 5 or 6 different wings at different locations across the world, if it's gone through that gateway once, it won't go through again. What the NetApp application does, or the network appliance does, is it identifies information that has already been stored on a drive. For example, if you have 10 people and they each have a copy of the same, again, weather graphic, instead of having 10 copies of that weather graphic on the hard drive, on the network appliance drives themselves, it'll only have one, and then pointers to everybody else. So you need significantly less storage than you would if you had 10 copies of that weather graphic.
When you first came on board, and first of all, congratulations on your recent appointment, you talked about Merlin having a unique approach to support critical requirements, especially when it comes to integrating emerging and innovative technologies. Can you talk a little bit about how Merlin actually does that, and why you came to Merlin? Because with your background, with your 25 years in the military, your 30 years of overall experience, it would seem like you could have written your own ticket.
Thank you. Merlin did something that I've talked to many companies, and Merlin did something unusual. Merlin has invested in their own architects and engineers using overhead dollars to go out and learn the architectures of our customers. The primary customers are the Veterans Administration, the Air Force, and Special Forces community. Then what they've done is, by analyzing that architecture, Merlin spends a lot of time talking to companies with disruptive technologies. Then Merlin measures the impact of that technology. Does it significantly increase mission effectiveness? Does it significantly reduce cost of ownership? What does that technology do in the eyes of our customers? And the way we do that is we take that technology, apply it against the as-is architecture of our customer, then take a look at the 2B architecture and measure the effect, the change, that delta change. If it makes a large change, that's a product that Merlin carries, and that's a product we incorporate into Merlin solutions. If it doesn't make a large change, then we don't. We pass on that company and we look for the next disruptive technology. I found that fascinating because a lot of companies don't do that. A lot of companies wait until a RFP comes in, a request for proposal, from a government entity that says, we're looking for a solution for this problem. And then the company will pull together the people that they always deal with on all of those types of things, and they come up with a solution that will look very similar to other companies that talk to the same cast of characters when developing their solutions. Merlin doesn't do that. Merlin brings disruptive technologies and disruptive solutions both to our customers and to our partners that we work with.
This is Jeff Ehrlichman, editor of On the Front Lines, with a one-on-one with Dave Gruber from Merlin International.